Hi guys, I am Ranga. Today's my video, the basic security guard training lesson fire. Everybody know right what is fire and how it looks like. Here it's not necessary to give you the definition of the fire, but generally I will teach you how the fire took place and how many types of fire are there and how can we put out the fire. These three things. Tomorrow I will make the video how many types of fire extinguisher are there and how can we use the fire extinguisher for the specific fire. Okay, when you are in workplace, at that time you have to always remember the fire is deadliest and the common emergency situation faced by the security guard. Easy way to deal with the fire is prevention from it happening, from before it happened. Okay, it is very important to use the correct fire extinguisher for the specific fire. If you use the wrong extinguisher to put out the fire, it may grow and it can spread. The security guard always maintain and watch for the fire safety hazard or fire hazard. Okay, these 4 points you have to always remember when you are in workplace or when you are in duty. Okay, let's go to the lesson. Fire triangle. We can call it in another words fire element. How many elements exist in a fire? Here are three elements. Number 1 fire, number 2 heat, and number 3 oxygen. Combination of these three things, the fire will be take place in anywhere or anytime. Okay. First, fuel. Fuel can be anything. It can be solid material or gases or this liquid thing which burn in a fire. These are fuel. Okay, heat. Heat always brings the enough temperature for the fuel to start fire or for combustion. Okay, without heat, the fuel it cannot burn. Okay, another is oxygen. Fire need oxygen for breath, just like we do. We inhale 21% of oxygen when we breathe. Just like that, oxygen or air. The air gives the fire breath and it can spread or it can expand. If we cut anything or if you cut the fuel, heat or oxygen, the fire cannot take place. It is clear? To be a fire, there are three things. 1 fuel, 2 heat, 3 oxygen. Okay, let's go to types of fire. How many types of fire? It depends on the country. Some country they divide the fire in 4. Some country they divide the fire in 5 categories, and some country 6 categories. Let's look all. Okay, but in UAE there you will find a five types of fire. Okay, but now let's go first. Number 1, class A fire. Solid material such as the paper, wood and clothes, plastic, they are solid material. They burn into a fire and into a gas. Okay, it is class A fire, solid material. Number B, flammable liquid. The flammable liquid, you know right, kerosene, petrol, diesel, flammable liquid which can burn quickly and can spread immediately. These types of liquid are flammable liquid. It is inside a class B fire. If the flammable liquids burn, it is class B fire. You have to know it. Number 3, class C fire is flammable gases. You know the flammable gases, right? They can burn quickly, such as the propane, butane and the methane. This type of gas can burn easily. If the fire is take place in a flammable gases, or if the source of the fire is flammable gases, it is the class C fire. Class D fire, metal. Okay, if the fire take place in a metal, it is a class D fire, such as aluminium, magnesium, titanium. This type of metal can burn in a fire. Okay, number E, electrical fire. You know, right? If the fire is from the electrical apparatus, this is a class E fire. Okay, class F or K fire. Some country they refer F, or some of the country K. The fire you can say anyone, class F fire or K fire. Okay, this is the cooking oil and fat. The fire, if the fire is take place in a cooking oil or the fat, it is a class F or K fire. The types of fire is finished. Number 1, solid material, class A fire, and class B fire, flammable liquids, class C fire, flammable gases, class D fire, metals, class E fire, electrical fire or from the electrical apparatus, and class F or K fire from the cooking oil. Okay, now we go to fire put out method. Okay, here are 3 methods to put out the fire. 1, cooling, remove the heat, and number 2, smothering, remove the air or oxygen. Number 3, starvation, remove the fuels. Okay, how we can put out the fire? We can put out the fire or using one of these method. Okay, one is cooling. If we remove the heat, here is 3 elements of fire: fuel, heat and oxygen. If we remove this heat out of the fire, then it will stop. It is general method. If there is a fire, the people start to bring the water and throw on the fire. The water decrease the heat, and when the decrease the heat, the fuel will not burn. The fuel requires the enough heat to combustion, right? If the heat taken out of the fire, then the fuel will not burn. But when you using the water, at that time you have to aware about that, right? If the electrical fire, if you use the water to put out the fire, you can get a shock. The another is smothering, remove the oxygen. Okay, we already knew, right? The fire also need oxygen to breathe and spread it. If we remove the oxygen, the fire will die. When you are cooking the curry, at that time there can be a fire in a fry pan. When you cover by the lid, the fire will put out or the fire will die, right? It is a taken out of oxygen. If we take out the oxygen from the fire, also the fire will put out. The another is starvation, remove the fuel. If we remove the fuels, the fire will stop or fire will not spread. What is the fuel? There is the burning material. The material is burning. If we take out the material from out of the fire, some which are not burned or burning, the fire will put out. There is a gas fire. We can switch off or we can turn off the gas valve or we can turn off the gas line. It is also starvation, remove the fuel. If there is a oil tank, there is a fire, we can we are not, but the people can pump. The fire department, they can pump the well out of the tank. It is also starvation. Here are, you have to understand, there are 3 methods we can use to put out the fire. One of one of them. Cooling also, or smothering and starvation. These three methods can use to put out the fire. Okay, if you are the security guard, it is very important to know about the fire and fire extinguisher and fire plan and fire emergency plan in your work site. Okay, this thing we will discuss in another lesson. Today's lesson is finished. Fire elements 3: fuel, oxygen, heat, just remember. And types of fire: class A fire, class B, class C, D, E, K and F. And put out method: cooling, smothering and starvation. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. It is very important lesson. I will make another video tomorrow about the fire extinguisher and how to use the fire extinguisher for the specific fire we will learn tomorrow. Thank you for watching.